A mysterious 10-foot-long black sarcophagus has been opened in Alexandria, found on the northern coast of Egypt, and founded by the legendary leader of the same name. The 6.5 feet high coffin was first discovered earlier this month and unearthed in recent days. The 30-ton tomb was found buried 16 feet beneath the ground of the city. Egyptologists pried open the black granite sarcophagus to reveal 3 decomposed bodies. The stone coffin was also filled with sewage water, which is believed to have increased the rate of decomposition. The move was confirmed by Mustafa Waziri, Secretary General of the Supreme Council of Antiquities of Egypt. "The sarcophagus has been opened, but we have not been hit by a curse," said Mr. Waziri. None of the 3 mummies belong to a Ptolemaic or Roman royal family, as had previously been suggested, according to reports in Egypt Today. This conclusion is based on the coffins bearing no inscriptions, or a cartouche displaying the occupants' names. The lack of silver or gold metallic masks, statues, amulets or inscriptions also suggests they were not of high status. Mr. Waziri said in a press statement that one of the skulls showed signs of multiple fractures. He suggested that it had been hit by a sharp instrument and that it belonged to a soldier. He also said that the other 2 skulls were intact and male, with further studies expected to reveal their ages and appearances. Preliminary examination suggests the skeletons belong to 3 army officers. One of them, his skull shows an injury of an arrow. Shaban Abd Manam, a specialist in mummies at the Ministry of Antiquities, told Luxor Times. The 3 mummies will now be moved to the Alexandria National Museum, while the coffin will be transferred to a military museum. The sarcophagus was uncovered inside an ancient tomb earlier this month, which also contained a bust made from alabaster whose features had eroded into obscurity. Egyptologists at the time determined the tomb belonged to a nobleman as opposed to a king, the Daily Telegraph reported. Some historians believe Alexander's remains could one day be discovered on top of the modern city, which is built on the ancient settlement he established. Antiques Ministry officials said at the time that the sarcophagus had been sealed for more than 2,000 years. An undisturbed layer of mortar sat between its lid and the body of the coffin. Questions as to the identity of the person inside arose due to the worn bust, and the absence of any written inscriptions. Some said it belonged to a rich or noble man who lived between 323 BC and 30 BC. This was the time Rome seized Egypt and after the death of Cleopatra. The tomb was said to be too small for a king like Alexander, as bigger ones have been found to contain Roman nobles. When news it would be open surfaced online, American author Catherine Valenti joked, "If the movies have taught me anything, guys, don't open that. Just don't. Leave it alone." Elsewhere in Egypt, archaeologists have also discovered an ancient pottery manufacturing workshop dating to more than 4,000 years ago. The Antiquities Ministry says, the workshop is situated close to the Nile River in Aswan province in southern Egypt. It says the workshop, the oldest pottery workshop in the Old Kingdom, belongs to the 4th dynasty, spanning 2613 to 2494 BC. The Old Kingdom is also known as the age when pyramid building flourished. Inside the workshop, archaeologists found an ancient pottery manufacturing wheel made of a limestone turntable and a hollow base. Mustafa Waziri added that the discovery was rare, and reveals more about the development of pottery manufacturing, and the daily lives of ancient Egyptians during that time in history. The find follows another recent discovery in Egypt, in which archaeologists uncovered an ancient mummification workshop dating back more than 2,500 years. Specialists stumbled across the find near Egypt's famed pyramids at an ancient necropolis south of Cairo. The discovery included a mummification workshop and a shaft, which was used as a communal burial place, located at the Saqqara necropolis of Memphis, the first capital of ancient Egypt. Memphis, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and its vast necropolis are home to a wide range of temples and tombs as well as the 3 renowned Giza pyramids. The latest find, announced at a press conference Saturday, belongs to the Sate Persian period, from 664 to 404 BC. The site, which lies south of the Unas Pyramid, was last excavated more than 100 years ago in 1900.